Well, this game looks interesting. Hey guys, it's Coolest Gamer here, and welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club. So I have never played this strange indie game before, but apparently it's really popular. And as you could have guessed, this is my first ever PC walkthrough. So if you want to see more of these, please let me know. And this game, it looks really cute. Before on the screen it said that it's not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed, so I have a feeling this is going to turn into a horror game really quickly. So let's dive in and see what all the popularity is about. New game. Please enter your name. Well, by now you guys know my real name because it's been mentioned in a few videos. My real name is Hayden, so that's what I'll call myself. Alright, let's do this. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today. But it just kind of works out because we've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but started around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again. Yeah, from the sounds of it, you look pooped. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Hey, you say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Hayden. She said my name! This is cute, I like this. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Oh, it's one of these games, is it? Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have to do it. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Hayden, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Hey, that's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about, Sayori likes to worry a bit too much about me, when I'm perfectly content in just getting on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. And you trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess. I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Okay, I'm at school now. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and before I know it, it's over. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know... Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Do I really want to? It sounds kind of sketchy. Sayori, yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned this all out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Okay, I'd just like to clarify that I stutter quite a bit when reading a lot, so this might get a little annoying. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Eh? I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club, it's a pleasure meeting you. Well, things just got a little more interesting. I'm not a creep. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Hayden, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, just say it. Okay, I can already tell I'm gonna hate you. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says this quietly into my ear and turns back to the others. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy, and this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Hayden. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. Oh, I see where this is going. Love interest. Love interest. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. It feels a little what? Am I playing as a pedophile right now? Come sit down, Hayden. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh, ah! Natsuki lifts the foil tray off to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn in with, okay, I didn't need the description. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry up and take one. Sayori grabs it first, then Monica, and I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full, and she has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally do. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? It's not like I made them for you or anything. Huh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. It's not for, you know, you, dummy. Alright. I can already tell I'm gonna absolutely despise Natsuki. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully placed a teacup in front of each of us before saying to people, okay, There's a lot for me to read in this, and I'm feeling a little unwell today. My voice is kind of croaky, so I don't want to read everything. You keep a whole tea set in here? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Hey, don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Eh? That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading may not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Okay. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing around the budget of publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is a really great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting in all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. That's not true. I read. I read and write stuff. You have to work hard to... Okay, I'm not reading that. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the exact same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Hayden, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, I like to read, horror. I'm mainly a comic book fan, but I don't really read that much. I'm more into things like movies and television. You know how it is in the modern day. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. What, because I read manga? I don't read manga. I don't even watch animes of any kind, so this is pretty much a completely new topic for me. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obviously the way her eyes light up when she finds her comfort in the world of books, or people. Oh, now I see there's another love interest in here. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. What, you mean like intense horror stories or something? That'd be good. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and completely throw you for a loop? Man, all this talking is hurting my voice. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of... I called it! I called she's been reading horror. Oh, I read a horror book once. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Wow, my character is terrible. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if the story makes me think, or at least takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful. What is this language they are using? I don't understand it. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. Looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud, and give that back! Wow. I've only been playing this game for like 10 minutes and I already hate Natsuki. I can already tell she's gonna be insufferable. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. I'm not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open an I can't keep doing this language. What is this wise stuff they are saying? Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough sharing hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I really wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a minute. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now we have a new member, I think it'll get us all a little more confident with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Hayden? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Oh, should I tell them that I'm not actually joining the club? Hold on, there's still one problem. Hey, what's that? Now that we're back in the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth on what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... Hayden, you all... I'm defenseless against these girls. Don't give in! Don't let them tell you what to do! How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? Do I have to decide if I want to join or not? God, cause I actually would like to, cause these people seem nice, except you, of course. You are already dead to me. That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes! I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. That means we can make it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Hayden, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the star-class Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Wow, this character is a spitting image of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Hayden, since we're already here, you want to walk home together? Oh, that's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay. So, the options Sayori, Natsuki, and Yuri? Where's Monica? Can I not write something for her? So what do I do? Do I literally just select the words one by one and what I think they'd like? Alright, well, let's try existence. Okay, so it looks like Yuri liked that one. Oh, save. Yes, I'll save here. Okay, let's try incapable. Alright. Sunset. Alright, so it looks like whichever one jumps up and down, that's the one that likes the poem, likes that word. Alright, so what I'm guessing is happening here is that the most words I get for whichever one of them, I'm gonna start showing feelings for them and gonna start dating them, and one thing's gonna lead to another. Okay. Alright. Sing. Sure. Ooh, charm. Yes, charm sounds good. Precious. Family. Crimson. Sugar. Unrestrained. Beauty. COVID. Fireworks. Email. What the hell would... These are all just random words. Warm. Pure. Fluffy. Cage. Bar. And, vitality. Hi again, Hayden. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Hayden. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. I already hate you, Natsuki. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. Why would she tell you that? And last year too. Hey, do you want me to walk out of this room right now? I don't care if I can't do it because it's a game, but I will walk out of here right now. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Oh, I think she's got you there. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! I don't even read manga, so I can't even defend that. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back in her seat. Don't worry guys, Hayden always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting, and you almost set your house on fire once. Wow. Sayori and I have a very awful relationship. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Hayden could become good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she put me into. Oh, Yuri even bought something for you today. You know? Well, wait, Sayori, I can't even read properly. Eh? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal, and it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. Guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches in her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. Excuse me, I read quite a bit. Discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Yeah, I agree, because look at that face. Look how innocent she is. Oh, please tell me she's the main love interest for this. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Okay. Yuri's face buried in the book. Can't help but notice her intense expression like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Okay. Man, looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature-related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on the sound of Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably going to seem pretty lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature's all about. What festival? The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds so dense and intellectual, but it's not like that at all, you know. We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. My god, there's a lot of reading involved in this. After they come, we can do the thing to speak for their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Oh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. If that wasn't why you suggested it, cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is, then. Okay. Look at Monica's face. Even she realizes how weird that sounds. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. Whoa! Oh, Jesus. Don't do that! Creepy son of a... I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. He's sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. It isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. That's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. Oh man, I've got her cornered. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Eh? Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger, but nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Wow, what an airhead. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Unfortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? I actually assumed that I was her boyfriend. Hey, that's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Oh, this is awkward. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend that does these kinds of things. Eh? Don't say that. You make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. Wow, my character's kind of a jerk. I'm happy we're like this, aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful, the button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. Sigh. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. And what are you smiling about? It means my... What the... It means my... Oh my god. Sayori, what is going on in that brain of yours? Don't say that out loud. Thank you, me. Anyway, you look much better now, so... why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer unbuttoned up like that? It's still so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Whew, that's so much better. Sayori puts her arms around him and twirls around. So, if I keep it unbuttoned, I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. What? Don't you have your parents or something? Am I like a father figure to you, Sayori? So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things, eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. Man, my character is a splitting image of me. Hehe. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Oh, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Hey, Monika suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Hayden, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monika enthusiastically put out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose-leaf toner's notebook. On the other hand, Monika wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see that Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Okay. Well, I'm really enjoying this so far. But this is actually pretty fun. But you know what? I've been recording for a while, so maybe I'll end the video here. That was a good first chunk of this game. Alright guys, so leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you when I do part 2 of Doki Doki Literature Club, because apparently this game is really long. And I can already tell that something is really off here, because this game said that it's not suitable for children or those who are very disturbed easily, so I can already tell something here is amiss. But anyway, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you'd like to download this game for yourself, I'll be leaving a link in the description down below. And until next time, peace out.